This time, it's all about children we once saw. Are you ready to face the fear? This might not be the right story to share here, but it's about the most mysterious experience I've ever had. About 2 years ago, late at night, I was feeling a bit peckish, so I fixed myself some cup noodles in my room. Then, I started feeling this odd sensation, like someone was watching me. Casually, I glanced to the side. And there, near my dresser, it seemed like the air itself had parted, and a child was peeking through, laughing at me. In an instant, a chill ran down my spine, and I was frozen, unable to move, for what felt like a minute. Just staring at this kid. After a while, I thought, I've seen this kid's face before. And as soon as I thought that, the kid grinned, showing all his teeth in a smile. Then just as quickly closed the gap in the air or whatever and vanished. It took a while before I could move again, and when I looked at the spot where the child had been, nothing was out of place. But I kept thinking, I've seen that kid's face before. Who was it? I pondered it all night long. Despite racking my brain, I couldn't remember, and eventually, I gave up and fell asleep. The next morning, whether it was a dream or something else, I woke up with the memory of the kid clear in my mind. Turns out, it was the kind of friend only I knew about when I was a child, the one my parents somehow never knew about. He was an older boy who would play with me back then since, well, I didn't have many friends and we would play almost every day. Being in the countryside, we would run around the small mountains nearby. The clearest memory related to this incident was from a holiday towards the end of the summer break. I remember my parents being home. This boy took me to a distant shrine, promising to show me something interesting. Excited, I followed him, and when we went around the shrine, there was this little door, kind of like a storage hatch. He opened it, looking thrilled. "What are you looking at?" I asked. "Wanna see?" he replied. Of course, I said yes, but then he teased, "Not gonna show you." I got a little angry and insisted, "Show me," leading to a minor squabble. But in the end, he didn't show me, and I returned home in tears. But you know how it is, right? When something gets stuck in your mind. So, a day or two later, still during my summer break, I decided to go check it out on my own for the first time. It took me about 2 hours to find the place, remembering as best I could. Reaching the shrine's back, I hesitated in front of the door before opening it to find just a regular room where an adult was reading a manga. Caught off guard, the adult noticed me and just laughed, saying hey. Shocked, I didn't say anything back and just ran off, but curiosity got the better of me, and when I went back to open the door again, it was gone. Confused, I wondered if I had made a mistake, but no matter how much I searched, the door was nowhere to be found. Feeling like it was all a dream, I decided to head back home. That's when the boy showed up, teasing as if he'd catch and eat me, but of course, that didn't happen. I was just a kid lost on my way home, nearly in tears in what seemed like a shopping district. Then the boy appeared out of nowhere and silently led me back home. Not long after that experience, I moved away, and since my parents didn't know who he was, I had no address to send letters to, and we lost touch. That's the story I remembered. And the child I saw was that boy, making me wonder if, after a while, he'd come to visit me. And indeed, about a month after he appeared, I was up late at night reading manga when I felt that gaze again. Glancing over, I saw a scared younger version of myself. Even expecting it, I was startled and managed to force out a, "Hey," with a nervous smile. The kid version of me got scared and disappeared instantly. The tension broke, and I found myself relaxing, laughing off the whole surreal encounter. And that's where the story ends. Apologies for the rambling. What intrigued me was that the adult I remembered from my childhood seemed to carry an air of ease, smiling more genuinely than I recall doing. But then again, maybe that's just how it appeared to a child. How about you all? Didn't you think adults were very grown up when you were a child? What did you think when you reached that age yourself? I ended up thinking being an adult isn't all that special. After all, here I am as an adult, still enjoying scary stories.